Hey kids, I thought I would read an interesting poem that I came across. This particular poem is called On Shakespeare, 1630. It comes from a book by Milton called Minor Poems. Minor Poems by Milton. And this one is about Shakespeare. So without any further ado, let's jump into it. And I'm sorry if I'm looking down here, I have to read this. What needs my Shakespeare for his honored bones? The labor of an age in piled stones, or that his hallowed relics should be hid under star-ypointing pyramid. Dear son of memory, great heir of fame, what needst thou such weak witness of thy name? Thou in our wonder and astonishment hast built thyself a lifelong monument. For whilst to the shame of slow-endeavouring art the easy numbers flow, and that each heart hath from the leaves of thy unvalued book those Delphic lines with deep impression took, then thou, our fancy of itself bereaving, dost make us marble with too much conceiving, and so sculptured in such pomp dost lie, that kings for such a tomb would wish to die. I love that poem. If you're a fan of Shakespeare and you know his works, substantial body of work, I just love the way Milton is sort of poking at him with this and sort of making fun of him, and yet still showing reverence. Thy unvalued book, still showing reverence. For whilst to the shame of slow-endeavouring art, the easy numbers flow, and that each heart. So he's kind of laughing about, you're a slow-endeavouring art, but yet it's flowing so easily for Shakespeare, as apparently it did. Great poem, Milton, picking on Shakespeare. Very, very funny, very funny. I hope you kind of enjoy these little excerpts. I'm 63 years old, and the reason why I read these readings from the Bible, and the reason why I do these readings of poetry, is because I'd like to have more beauty in my life and more joy. And so I'm listening now to classical music, which YouTube won't let me do anything on YouTube with that because copyright and what have you. And I only read poetry that is, way beyond any copyright issues. This one was written in the 1800s, so a couple hundred years ago. But still, I hope you enjoy this kind of thing. There's going to be more to come here in the near future. So kids, be good, be careful, take good care of one another, and I'll have more for you soon. Thanks, guys.